you? Today I want to share with you a very delicious side dish. It's a cauliflower in a delicious sauce that I know that you guys are going to love and enjoy. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. Chicken bouillon, garlic cloves, onion, tomato, sour cream, mozzarella cheese, and of course, the cauliflower. This is everything we need for this delicious side dish. So let's get ready and let's make it at home. I'm going to start with my cauliflower, and I'm going to go ahead and start taking all the leaves right on the bottom of the cauliflower. We want to make sure that we take the leaves off and we take off the center core. That's what we are not going to use from the cauliflower. After you take this center cord off, then we're going to start just pulling it apart, making sure that we take every little flower just like this, and then we're going to cut it in half. We want them bite pieces, so let's just go ahead and cut them through the middle. And when this is completely done, we're going to go ahead and rinse them out. So let's go ahead and transfer them to this little plate. This dish really comes out so delicious that I know that your family is going to enjoy it, especially in this summer. So let's go to the sink and let's make sure we run it through running water, nice, and rinse it very good. It's going to take just a couple minutes to make sure that we rinse everything out completely, just like this. Making sure that everything is really nice and rinsed. Okay, this is completely done, and let's put it aside. I'm going to continue with my tomato, and I'm just going to rinse my tomato, and this is done. I have my garlic cloves here, and I'm going to go ahead and start slicing them, and then I want to dice them very small, very finely, so that the garlic really release all the delicious flavor into my cauliflower. I'm going to transfer it to this little plate. All my diced garlic is here, and let's put it aside. Now I'm going to continue with my onion. We want to make sure that we really slice the onion, and after we slice it, we want to just pull it apart, making sure that everything is nice and pulled apart. Just like this, when it starts cooking, it will be nice and tender. I'm going to go ahead, transfer it to this little plate, and I'm going to put it aside. I have my tomato here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut it through the middle and then slice it and then cut it in little squares. This is really going to incorporate really nicely into the sour cream sauce. Let's put it in a little plate, and then I am ready to take everything to the stove and start cooking. Okay, my pan is nice and hot. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of butter, and I just want to make sure that I move it around, cover the whole bottom and the sides of the pan. And when the butter is nice and melted, the first thing I'm going to add is going to be my diced garlic. I want to make sure that I move it around, making sure that I coat every single piece of the bottom of the pan. I'm adding my onion at this moment, and I'm going to do the same thing. I want to incorporate everything completely. Now I'm adding my tomato, my diced tomato, and we want to make sure and just incorporate everything together so all those flavors really get nice and soft. So here I'm going to cover it just for 2 to 3 minutes so everything is really nice and mushy. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken bouillon. I'm going to add it completely, and at this moment I'm going to add my sour cream. When you add your sour cream, just make sure that you move it around, making sure that everything incorporates and that the sour cream really becomes nice and creamy, just like this. When the sour cream incorporates completely into the little veggies, then it's time to start adding our little pieces of the cauliflower. Look at this. Now I'm ready to start adding the cauliflower one by one. Look how thick this is. Really nice and thick. Okay, I'm gonna start adding the cauliflower one by one. You don't want to throw all the cauliflower inside because you want every single piece to get coated completely with the sour cream and with all those delicious flavors. Now that I added the cauliflower, I'm gonna go ahead and just show you how this looks when it starts bubbling. When it's barely bubbling, that's when you're gonna go ahead and start adding your mozzarella cheese. And please be generous. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding the mozzarella cheese right on the top. It's gonna cook just for a little bit. You know that the cheese melts really fast. I'm adding all the cheese on the top, and now I'm gonna cover it just for 2 minutes. And I just can't wait to see how this is going to taste. Well, the cheese has melted completely, and it's not sticking to the bottom because there is so much juice of the sour cream that it didn't even stick on the bottom. Let me show it to you. I have them in medium heat, and look how this looks. You want your cauliflower to still be a little firm. You don't want to overcook it. And it's nice and thick. Well, I can't wait for the presentation, and of course, I am so ready to taste this delicious cauliflower. So I'll see you back in a little bit. Well, you know that this is the part I love, I enjoy, and I really look forward tasting my recipes. This is nice and creamy, nice and cheesy. Oh my gosh. And let me try it. Excuse me. You know something? This is really delicious. You could add grilled chicken to this, and this is just will be perfection. Excuse me. This side dish came out so delicious, so creamy. Like I said, you just add a little piece of grilled chicken, and this is just perfection. I hope, my friends, you can make it at home, enjoy it with your family, and I know that you guys are going to love it. The best thing is it doesn't take too long to cook, and remember, when you cook with love, everything comes out delicious. If you liked and loved my recipe, please don't forget to subscribe. Leave me your thumbs up. Don't forget to push the notification bell so every time I make a new recipe, yes, you are going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will stay enjoying this delicious and creamy cauliflower. I'll see you soon with another delicious recipe. Bye-bye.